Nope, I'm up here. Hey guys, this is Eddie here at Veurink's RV Center in Grand Rapids, Michigan. What I have for you today is a quick walk around on the brand new, just hit the lot, 2023 Dutchmen Astoria Platinum. This is the 3173 RLP floor plan. So let me hop off the roof and let me show you some features on the exterior. All right, so now that I'm down off the roof, let me show you some new features that are gonna be on this 2023. These are gonna be changes that have come from the 2022 that they wanted to improve upon as they rolled out their new year model. First thing I want to show you is that on all three slides on this coach, they are going to do slide toppers as a standard, which is awesome. So it's not going to be at the cost of the consumer. So ultimately, you're going to get those that added protection over top of your slides that you're not going to have to pay for extra at the dealership or from the manufacturer as an option, which is awesome. Something also that they added, that we specifically added to this coach as an option, is that this is gonna have the whole solar package. So what you're gonna get is a Go Power 200-watt solar panel, which is gonna be mounted on the roof. You're gonna get a Go Power 30-amp charge controller, and then you also get a 1200-watt Xantrex sine wave inverter, which is going to be mounted in your pass-through right here. What that does is it's just going to make sure that you can access all of your plug-in stuff when you are off the grid and not connected to a 50-amp connection. As we look at this handle, this is a change from the 2022s to the 2023s. You do have keyless entry, which is amazing, just so you don't have to bring your keys everywhere. You get a little bit more safety when you're at the campground. You want to ensure that no one with a similar key or anything can get into your coach. This ultimately is going to be personalized for the consumer just as an added safety feature and convenience. Next thing we're going to pop around to see is we're actually going to go right to the back. Something that they added as a free feature, just so you don't have to add those extra costs at the dealership, is you are gonna get a backup camera, which is standard from the manufacturer. So every single Dutchmen Astoria, whether it be a 1500 series or a Platinum, is gonna get a backup camera that is already set on your camper. Come on, let's head over to the water heater. Instead of a 6-gallon gas water heater, you are going to get a tankless Furrion water heater, which is awesome because it is going to be on demand. So as soon as you get into your shower and you pop on that water, you're going to get hot water, and then you're also not going to run out of that hot water when you are showering for, say, over 10 minutes, like a typical shower at home. One other thing I want to touch on too is this is going to have auto leveling. So when you get to the campsite, all you have to do is press a button and ultimately your coach is going to level itself out. It's just a nice added feature just for extra convenience for you as you're going camping. One other thing that is an exterior feature that you can't necessarily see right here, I'm going to try and see if I can point them out, but this is going to have 2 air conditioners. They are going to be Furrion air conditioners, so they're going to be a little bit more low pull, and they're going to be a little bit more efficient when you are sitting down at the campsite and you want to cool off. All right guys, so here we are inside the brand new 2023 Dutchmen Astoria Platinum 3173 RLP rear living floor plan. So ultimately they stuck with the modern coastal design that you know and love from Dutchmen Astoria to kind of give you a bright, open, airy feel when you're in the back of your camper. But ultimately they made a few cosmetic changes and they are nice and subtle. So ultimately a few of them that I'll show you is that they changed this to more of like a matte black just to give you a little bit more contrast. They also ultimately changed the valances for a little bit more contrast when you're in the back of your coach. Rather than having the all white, they wanted to go with a little bit more of the differentiating colors of grays and browns. Your furniture is going to remain really similar. It's just going to be a little bit more of a lighter shade to it. But when it comes to the design and actually the functionality of everything, you're still going to have your legless table that's going to act as your dinette, which will have 2 standalone chairs, and then you can ultimately use the storage ottoman as extra seating if you wanted to sit 4 people. They're still going to have your theater seating by Thomas Payne, which is going to be some of the highest quality that's going to be on the market. They are going to be manually adjusted theater seating right across from your entertainment center, but it still gives you that home feel and that residential feel. As you get to the back, you're still gonna have all of your windows. They are gonna be tinted for privacy, but you are gonna have your trifold sofa, which will collapse down into sleeping space if you want it, but it is still a super comfy material. As you head and look around, you'll see a bunch of storage, which still does have that matte gold design, which makes it feel nice and luxury and residential. As you turn over to your entertainment center and your slide that ultimately has your kitchen on it, you're still gonna see your glass fireplace, which will act as ambient lighting. Let me pop that on for you if I can find it. Boom. And that will kick out some 12-volt heat that will run right off of your battery, but it will keep you nice and toasty when you're hanging out in the back when it's a little bit of the colder season or later in the camping season. You'll have your huge Jensen smart TV. Bunch of storage up above, and then you do have a huge pantry because you know you can never take too much stuff when you're going camping, and you're ultimately gonna want like a spot to store your coffee maker, everything when you're not using it ultimately. As you head over, still gonna have your Greystone microwave. It is a large microwave, I'd like to point out. You're gonna have your 3-burner cooktop, your oven that's gonna be right underneath, and then a huge change that they made from the previous model is that they added a 12 cubic foot Furrion 12-volt refrigerator. Now this thing looks sweet. So it is gonna be that polished black color, but it gives you a ton of contrast when you are in your camper with all the whites and grays. But this side is gonna be your refrigerator side, and then this is gonna be your freezer side. So you get tons and tons of room for everything that you're gonna need when you are going down the road. One thing I want to point out too is you still are going to have that farm style sink. It is going to be a stainless steel large basin sink, and you will have of course your pull down sprayer with those gold accents, which make it look really nice. Head over here, tons of prep space. You're cooking for the entire family, the entire campground. You have all that room to chop up all your veggies, all your meats, whatever you want to do. But something that Dutchmen Astoria has continuously done, and I think they still strive for, is the convenience of having these drop down and pop out of your table outlets. They will have a USB Type-C and also just a regular typical USB port on there as well. But as we pop up towards the front, let's take a pit stop and check out their new Lci Control Panel. So it's just a little bit more convenient. You're gonna have it all set right here. So awning controls, slide controls, interior, exterior lights, water pump. You can connect it to Bluetooth, which will go straight to your phone, so you can run all your slides in when you're standing outside of your camper if you wanted to. You do have a max air vent, which does have a rain sensor that'll be right in your main living space above your island. This will be a control for it to open the vent, close it, change the speeds, whatever you want to do. A few light switches down underneath, and then you do have your Furrion air conditioner control. This is going to control your 15K BTU main air conditioner, which is going to be in your main living space. You can all adjust it, all centralized right here. There is going to be another control in the bedroom, which will control your 13.5K BTU AC that will be right above your bed. That is ducted, so I'll show you that when we get into the bedroom. But up here, one more thing I wanted to touch on is this does have the Furrion tankless water heater, and this is going to be a gas water heater, so ultimately this gives you a little bit more customizability, so you can turn it on, off, change the temperature, set it for whatever you want to do, whatever you think your shower's best at, you can change it and make sure it stays right at that temp. Pop it up into your bathroom. You are going to have a dual vanity large bathroom, so you do have those two sinks, a big, huge mirror just for getting ready for brushing teeth, whatever you want to do. You are going to have your single porcelain toilet and then your large shower on the other side, which does have a glass shower door. Next to that shower, you do have a big pantry space where you can put all of your towels, you can put all of your shampoo stuff, your soaps, whatever you need while you are camping, just to make sure you can stay squeaky clean. Heading towards the front, you do have your main bedroom, which is going to be a king-size bed, so you do have this on a slide. So ultimately, there's going to be storage underneath, and there's going to be your huge sliding door for your big closet. This is going to have hanging storage and a bunch of shelving up above, but ultimately just gives you a ton of room in your front nose cap, just so you can make sure that you can bring whatever clothes you need, whatever stuff you need to store up here. As you head into these cabinets, you can take this shelf out and put in a washer dryer. So it is prepped for a washer dryer. You just got to make sure you can take this shelf out, and ultimately just make sure that you don't have to go to any sort of like quarter laundry. You don't have to go to a friend's house. Ultimately, you can do everything yourself here at the campsite. Just a major convenience when it goes into the 2023s. We'll shut those and just show you your Jensen Smart TV, which will come with the camper, and then that is sitting above a nice wardrobe, which does have fully extending drawers. So you can kind of see that it does give you a lot of space, even though it is more of like a shallow wardrobe for space. All right, guys, thanks for joining me on my walkthrough of the brand new 2023 Dutchmen Astoria Platinum 3173 RLP. I know I couldn't touch everything that's going to be new on this coach and everything that they've carried over from the 2022s. So if you have any questions, always feel free to give me a call. My name's Eddie, again, at Veurink's RV Center, and you can reach me at 616-965-9625, and I'll catch you in the next video.